Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Hairy Muppet. Welcome to the Art of Warfare internal tournament, and it is going to be the A bracket this time. So this is a last game of week number 1, and yeah, this is going to be very, very, very awesome. So yeah, it's actually, as I've said, the leagues are a bit all over the place. So we've actually got a gold versus a diamond in this one. So obviously the team that the gold player is from, which I can't actually remember off my head who the which team the gold player was from, but they've obviously got a whole heap of gold players in that team. And the league the diamond player is from obviously has not so many gold players because they kind of even it out. So they've probably got more silver and bronze players for B, C, and D, whereas they've got a nice diamond player for the A bracket. As you can see, so it sort of evens up like that. So anyway, moving on, let's start introducing the players. It is going to be arnisd. It is going to be Arnie down the bottom left side of the map. He is a green Terran player, and he is from the Tawtastic. The Tawtastic team. Which, yeah, it's a bit of a weird name to say, but whatever, it's going to be awesome. And up the top right side of the map, it is going to be CogGog, who's from the Masterminds team. And I have actually cast a few games of CogGog before. Way back when I was starting out, I was pulling replays off, I can't remember what side it is, but we definitely got a few replays from CogGog. And he was a very, very awesome player. So, well looking forward to this. And Terran versus Terran man, always an awesome matchup to see. So it looks like these guys are actually doing sort of mirror play at the moment, very, very close to each other. Although Arnie does get his barracks down a little bit earlier, and Cog, man, he's saving up. Is he? No, there he goes his orbital. He's getting down the orbital, and what else is he thinking about doing? Because he's saving up a lot of minerals. He should be building something else. No, what's he doing? That's a lot of minerals to be banking around. He needs to start building. Well, he needs to start building a bloody refinery for starters, because you really do need a refinery. No, there he goes. He's going for the command center, nice and early. That's actually at the 3.5 minute mark, so that's pretty risky against a Terran player because, yeah, as I've said before, in a lot of the previous Masters casts I've done, when you're playing TVZ, it's okay to get a nice early expansion on a big map because Zerg players love to go for 3 bases. They love their economy and they need it to get out all of their forces, because the hatcheries, of course, give them more lava, allow them to build more. So it's very, very important to get that 3rd base. And when you're going against a Terran player, though, they can do a lot of early pressure off just 1 base. And the same with Protoss. So going for an extremely early expansion is a risk. Is definitely a risk. And Arnie's Reaper did see this command center going down, so he knows what's going on. And now Arnie has the capability. He's got the advantage right now. He can either choose to go for a ton of units and really start putting some nice pressure on Cog, or he can go for his own expansion and be fairly safe in knowing that is going to be safe. So there he goes. He's going for his own expansion. Going to be playing it nice and safe. Got a scan down from Cog. He's going to see this expansion coming down, so beautiful timing from him. And everybody knows that they are doing pretty well. But of course, Cog does have a massive advantage here in terms of his command center time. He started building at least 1.5 minutes early, which is the disadvantage of actually following your opponent. If you see your opponent's got an expansion and you decide, all right, I'm going to play it safe, go for my own expansion, you are going to fall behind on the economy because your opponent's expansion is up that much earlier. Although Cog is actually 3 workers behind, so that's not good. He lost at least 1 worker to the bloody Reaper, but I feel like the other ones he just hasn't been building as fast as Arnie has. So he's going to be catching up here, though, assuming he builds workers off both bases, which it looks like he's going to be doing. And yeah, so Arnie, I mean, he's doing all right. I don't think we're going to see Cog catch up that much because he's already a little bit behind. And Arnie's, why do I keep pressing that button? I want this button. Arnie's already got his 2nd command center almost built. He's just converting it into an orbital. So he should be fine. At the absolute worst, they'll end up evening it. But Unless somebody starts making a mistake and stops building workers, yeah, we're going to be fine. So let's have a look at the units tab though. I mean, Cog is doing pretty well. He's got 11 workers, but Arnie has 8 workers and a widow mine. So he's not doing bad as well. He's getting some of the bigger tech up, whereas Cog not so much getting the bigger tech up, although he is getting a tank. Both players getting a tank actually. And Arnie has already started on his armor, which is pretty nice. So no actual no upgrades, like actual weapon armor upgrades coming down from Cog yet, but he is getting stim and marine shields, both of which are extremely important, and you should always get them ASAP. So yeah, I don't know, I feel like Cog's maybe got a little bit of a better game plan here, but then again, I mean, he is a diamond player and Arnie is a gold player, so you do have to take those things a little bit into consideration. Obviously, if they played 100 games each, you would expect Cog to win more than Arnie, but they're not playing 100 games, they're just playing this game, and yes, we will see exactly how Arnie does and how Cog does. And he's got a drop, which he's thinking about putting in, but with these forces out the front, they should be able to push that drop off without too many worries. Just chock full of marines, and he's actually building a Raven. So I don't know whether that's just going to be for scanning or if he wants to Reaper bomb stuff. Oh, one worker completely taken out, but moving forward a bit. Oh, they got into the siege tank range. Not good. Very, very nice. Very nice taking out that medevac right there. And this marine, meanwhile, just going off to take out the watchtower. So nice job from him. And he is going to be feeling pretty special about himself at the moment. So yeah, so far CogGog doing pretty well. I mean, that medevac, they basically took out one worker and lost the medevac and 8 marines. So if Arnie was not behind before, he is definitely behind now. Actually building a 3rd command center, going to try and propel himself into an economic victory. He's got 2 workers ahead right now. It's not a massive amount, but yes, it's not bad. And then there we go, Cog's just evened it out there. So yeah, they're pretty much even in terms of the economy. If you have a look at the units, yeah, Arnie's definitely starting to fall behind. That they're losing those 8 marines definitely cost him, and that medevac definitely cost him. So he's not going to be feeling too good about this at all. But both players going for a 3rd base at this early point in the game. Really, what are they destroying these rocks, man, so he can get into the 3rd base? That's pretty nice. This 3rd base is quite open there. They got this whole open area. They got this ramp, siege tanks on the high ground. Oh, that's nasty. That's very nasty. But then again, Cog is going to have to deal with the same thing over on his side of the base. You can even put in siege tanks over there and hit the workers, although you'd probably need a scan to be able to see them that far away. But anyway, we've got, so alright, let's check it out here. We've got the economy basically the same for both players. We've got the macro, basically the same for both players, although Cog looks like he has a bit more marine production. He's got 2 of these guys, so he can build 2 tanks at a time. He's got 3 barracks. So what do we got over here? Not as much. We've got 1 barracks, 1 factory, but he is building 2 more barracks. So, actually no, he's got 2 barracks, he's building 2 more barracks, so that's fine. So he's going to have more marine production, just a little bit more than Cog, in a sec when he gets that 4th barracks up. But yeah, I think Cog has had a bit more for a little while now, and he's definitely producing a ton of tanks, like a ton of tanks. So he's a very, very good position at the moment in terms of his economy. And yeah, he's definitely got more medevacs, and yeah, I feel like Cog is definitely in the lead though. I feel like Cog has just got that edge. He's not super in the lead, but he's got that edge, and he's got a lot of tanks. So that will definitely help. And we have seen, I believe it was a Masters game actually, a cast between was it Tasia and Pulse? Probably, I don't know if it's actually out yet. It may be out in yeah, it was out. I think it came out a couple of days ago for you guys. And yeah, it was Marine Tank versus Marine Tank, and we learned the most valuable lesson, and that is that sacrificing Marines to kill tanks is a good idea, because Marines are so easy to produce and tanks are so costly to produce. So if you throw away your Marines to destroy the enemy's tank supply, then you have a ton of tanks and the enemy has a ton of Marines, and your tanks kill all the Marines. and it's just beautiful. So we'll see how these players do in this engagement. Actually going for a double-pronged attack right here. Oh, this tank though. This tank. Oh, that's nasty. Very nice work getting a tank over there. He's not even going for the tank though. He's got it repairing the tank though. So there it goes. No tank here though, and these Marines are going absolutely nuts. What is the workers? This is units lost right here. Ah, that is so painful right there. All of those workers pretty much going down. 26 to 2, and we're now down 37 to 63. So much for that beautifully equal economy. It has just gone completely down the tubes right now. And Cog has taken a commanding lead in this game right now. He's in such a good position right now. Arnie has gotten out a ton of Marauders though. He's evened up the Marine count because of all those Marines lost by Cog. And he's behind on tanks, but he's got a decent amount of Marauders. So maybe if he's got some quirky use of the Raven Mine, if he gets off a good Seeker missile on some Marines or something like that, he may have an army advantage. But I don't know, man. These tank numbers are really, really telling me that, I definitely think Cog has this. I definitely think he does. If he keeps his tanks alive, he doesn't do anything stupid with his tanks, I think he's definitely got this game. So, yeah, it's just going to be going in there. Arnie, yeah. I mean, he's got Marauders, but tanks versus Marauders, I mean, it's pretty much just a, well, the tanks win. I mean, the tanks win every time. So, you can get a killer squad of like 3 or 4 Marauders in there, start sniping tanks, but, I mean, with this many tanks, there we go. He's actually got range on that tank from all the way over there with these tanks. Very, very nice. And here we go. The Marines going to be wiping out these workers. These workers not really moving back. But Arnie is going to be able to siege up here and keep that base free. And that's fine because, I mean, right now, Cog, he eventually has to move in, but he can afford to take his time because right now he's got 3 bases with a 4th on the way, and he's just destroyed Arnie's 3rd base. So he's fine at the moment. He's starving Arnie out so badly, although it's going to take a while to starve him out because he's got tons of stuff sort of backed up. And of course, yeah, it's going to take a while for Cog to sort of break this tank defense because he doesn't have that many tanks. Oh, not quite in range. But he's doing alright. They've still got a decent amount of space in between them. And what do we got? There's actually reinforcements. So they could probably come down from the other side. Down from here. But they're still got to worry about this tank. This tank can still be in range of stuff. But I suppose... Oh, what are you doing, Mr. Arnie? Dropping down Marauders on the tank line. Very, very nice job. And that is an exceptionally good move. I don't know if he can save him in this game. But man, that was a good move. Absolutely love that move. And now the main force comes out. And Cog has to get out of there, man. That is crazy. I cannot believe how well that worked. But then again, when you have a ton of tanks out there and you do not have any Marine support for those tanks, you just leave the tanks by themselves, you have to expect shit like that to happen. So it looks like he's moved all his Marines over there though. So he's pushing back in. The Marines coming back in. Hitting the tanks on the flank. Man, Arnie's doing such a great job here. Really, really good. And he's got this one tank reinforcing this. So I don't know, maybe we shouldn't count Arnie out of it yet. He's just done such a fantastic job so far. Economically, he's pretty screwed, but in terms of army, man, he's doing all the right things, and he's making some amazing things happen in this game. And Cog is just like, well, I certainly screwed that up pretty big time, so he's going to move out. He's got another very, very decent force. He's 52. He's still got a bigger army. This economy has really been pumping him up, but I mean, he had a bigger army before, and he lost most of it without taking out a significant amount of Arnie's forces. So, if he does that again a couple of times, if he starts losing his forces over and over again, then this game is going to be in serious contention. I feel like Cog still has the advantage simply because of the economy, but all it's going to take is 1 or 2 more engagements where Cog loses everything and Arnie doesn't lose that much. And Arnie is just going to start having a significant force. And then he can start to really push out, really start to do some damage. And Yeah, Cog has to do some good stuff here. He has to do stuff properly here and make it work. Now, the Marines are running a bit too close, getting it within the siege rank of Arnie, which is not good. A nice drop. If he could drop his units up on this high ledge, that would be pretty sweet. Looks like he's going to be trying for it, actually digging in a little bit deeper. The tanks do not have range here. The main force is moving over there. He has range on this lip. The tank's hitting them very nice there. Very, very nice move from Cog. He needs to move the tanks a little bit closer up there so we can get a bit more range, but the tanks did the damage they need to do. And more forces coming up, but they're getting hit by this tank as well. He's only got range for this upper part though, and now the Marines come down. They're going to take out this tank, but there's the other tank up the back, so beautiful position by Arnie with this second tank to protect the first one. And this is what I'm talking about. You have a chain of tanks. The first one hits the units, the second one protects the first one. So it's absolutely fantastic. But Cog still got a bunch of tanks there, and he's got more coming in, and Arnie is definitely starting to feel the pressure. He has not managed to get a third base back up, and yeah, he's kind of screwed. He's kind of screwed. How many tanks has he got? He's got 2. Really should be repairing that, but I guess it's the I guess that's probably the end of the game. So yeah, I would say I agree with those guys in chat. Is probably it. Oh, this tank, man, doing so much damage. So there we go. He's moving in, but Cog, of course, is going to be waiting for him. So that command center is going to be getting the hell out of there, and GG is going to be imminent in this game. Oh, look how fast it goes down. These guys must have 3-3 by now. Yes, they do, with 1 weapons on the tank. Oh, another nice drop of Marauders, but the Marines are actually looking after the tanks right now. So very, very nice. Pushing in as well. Doing a pretty good job, but he's having to use pretty much everything to try and make this work. And in the end, it's still not enough. And here comes the other force coming in. Arnie gives the GG. So really, really nice game there. And man, I know Cog is the better player because he's in Diamond, but some of the plays that Arnie did there, the Marauder drops on these tanks and getting rid of this other force over here is just really, really impressive, man. Very, very impressed with Arnie in that game. But Cog takes out the win, so congratulations to him. And thank you very, very much for watching this game. It's a beautiful way to finish off week 1. And I'm starting to get very excited about week 2. There should be 8 weeks total for this entire tournament. And yeah, it's going to be on a points basis. So yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the points, because I said I was going to talk about them at the end of this week, and I definitely am. So the horses, which we saw Squiggle win in C bracket, they are currently on 3 points. You get 1 point for each bracket you win. So they're on 3 points, and pretty much everybody else is on 2 points except for Wingmen. Wingmen, who unfortunately lost versus Squiggle in C bracket, they're on 1 point. So they only won 1 series of games last week. And every other team is on 2 points. So that's Masterminds, Team Insane, Paddy's Heroes, Tawtastic, Best Team Incoming, and In Pursuit of Skill with the horrible spelling mistake. They're all on 2 points, so they all won 2 games. So it's looking like a very, very even tournament so far. And let's hope it continues to be like that. And yeah, alright, thank you very much for watching this game. Next week, we'll be casting another 4 games. We're going to try and put out 1 single game from each bracket every week. Obviously, if everything works out. So yeah, stay tuned for that. This has been Harry Muppet, and I hope you enjoyed this game. Stay tuned for more, and remember, if you go down to the description, you can visit the clan's website and also their Google document, which displays all of the scores for the weeks as they're coming up. So you can definitely check that out. All right, catch you guys later. This has been Harry Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.